It's the most reflective time of the year, so I have more creative thoughts to share today. One of the things that I was thinking about lately is doing things that you love. What I mean by doing things that you love is that fun is a better motivator than pain. I swear I'm not a masochist. In the past, I used to be really hard on myself, and I would feel like I have to do things this way, I have to get it done right now. If I don't, then it's bad, and then I'm bad, and then everything sucks. That's not a good way to start a creative process. It's like you think I would have learned the lesson from K-On! That fun things are fun. I swear when I plan these out, I feel like I'm gonna have a psychological discussion today, and then I'm stuttering and tripping over myself the whole time. Which brings me into my next point, that sometimes the first step is the hardest step. Not that the parts after that are not harder, but I feel like it takes the most time to gather motivation when there aren't any results externally yet. My first stream was the hardest stream because I was so nervous about what was going to happen, while the 5th stream and the 10th stream and the 20th stream were not as hard because I already had a general idea of what to expect. You could say that part of the process is learning how to develop the process in the first place. More so if you're just starting out and you don't really have a good guideline to follow yet. Not to be too self-critical, but for example, I consider myself a better writer than a better, talking out loud person. So for me, these videos are me practicing getting the thoughts out loud. I apologize if I'm awkward and sound nervous. I'm trying to get better at it. I know I'm overthinking this lesson. That actually leads me into one of my other points that I have written down here, which is that I am a work in progress, and that's okay. I know, it's hard to believe, but not everyone just pops out being like a mythical talent. Sometimes you have to work and grit and practice and be really clumsy and awkward. But I hope that through doing this that maybe some people can see that it's not always as it appears online, where people are like highly edited and repeat things over and over again. Oh my god, that used to drive me nuts. They'd be like, let's take a picture, and in 30 minutes they're like, are you smiling enough? Is this good enough? Can I go now? And they're like, no, you got to do it just right. So yeah. It's like I'm a ghost, I need to relearn your human ways. Please understand. Something I learned while writing these blog posts and making these mini chat videos is that I enjoy seeing other people's process, like as they grow as creators. And I guess you could say these are like my own version of that, where not everything is like perfectly edited and squeaky clean. So you get to see like a bit more like a raw take. And one of the most common advice people gives is just be yourself, and I feel like it's both true and both not true. I'm the kind of person that learns through imitation, and then like after imitating people enough, I try to find my own spin on things. It's kind of like this concept where like, I think it's like blue ocean, red ocean, where like some people look for like a completely new market, while other people look for like a semi-developed market. I always think of Nintendo, like they weren't the first to do touch controls, but they were the first to master it, kind of thing. Like that's what I think about. As a creator, part of this is figuring out, who am I? Because you can't really sell yourself if you don't even know who you are. I feel like I'm kind of a late bloomer kind of person. I don't know if there's anyone else who can relate to that. When you're this long in your existence, people think that you should have everything figured out. Sometimes you're so busy trying to just survive through life that you don't really get the freedom to choose who you want to be yet. So I'm still in the middle of figuring that part out. So rather than just be yourself, is that I would say do what you enjoy doing in the way that you like doing it. I don't know if I can think of a more elegant way to say that. Let me think. I can't think of a good word, but I thought of a formula. Passion plus personal style equals individuality? Let me know in the comments what you think about that one. And for my last point, I was thinking that maybe I'll figure myself out through making art. That maybe part of learning that is by making things and seeing what you discover while making those things. Sometimes there's things that you can't convey through words, even spoken words or written words. Sometimes you have to grapple with a concept until you make something out of that struggle. Like with a lot of my art, when it's not just cute anime girls, that it's trying to figure out things through struggling. And I want those who are struggling to know that you're not alone, that I also struggle with these things, and many creators struggle with these things. Just know that things can be more complicated than they seem. Let me know in the comments what you've been reflecting on this year, and let me know what your hopes are for next year too. Thank you for watching. This time, as a little bonus thing, I thought I would add some bloopers at the end. Last time I talked a bit about creative thoughts, but it's the reflective time of year, so I decided that I should probably do a part 2 and talk about more thoughts that I thought about. Yeah, I'm so good at talking, guys. I swear I'm not a masochistic, masochist. I almost accidentally hit start streaming instead of start recording. I'm so glad there's a "are you sure about that" button. I swear when I plan these out, I'm like, I'm going to have a physiological. Something I learned while writing blog posts and making these mini chat videos is that, forgot my point. Whoopsie. Thanks for watching. Now I sound like a robot. Thank you for watching, YouTube. Thank you for watching. 見てくれてありがとうございます。ありがとう。